Most of the songs that I write for Birdsong come from some sort of made-up dramatic thing. I put myself in characters' moods or lives or headspace or something. But Mountainside actually is a song that is directly related to my life. It's a true story of my grandmother and a gift that she gave me when I was in college. I was at a music conservatory and she was very proud of this. So one summer I was home to, mow lawns and stuff. And she brought me into her house and said she wanted to give me something before I went back to school. And she brought out this case, pretty beat up case. And when I opened it up, there was this fiddle in this case. And this turned out to have been her fiddle that someone made for her. She was the first person in her area in Western North Carolina to go to college. She was going to go to the University of Tennessee and play in the orchestra. And her community was so proud of her that somebody actually put in the time to make a violin fiddle, let's be honest. And it's gorgeous. It's got this beautiful inlay design here on the back. This little bit of rose here, and I don't know if you can hear that, it's got rattlesnake rattles in it. My mother would say rattlesnake rattles for good luck. I think actually it's rattlesnake rattles have silica, so it's a good humidity absorber sort of thing. It stabilizes the instrument. I could never figure out how to play this thing, but I tried to play something for my grandmother to honor her. She had never let on to me that she had any musical inclination whatsoever, so it came as a complete shock that she had this, and this whole story that my mother finally told me about her upbringing, that she was a musician. And I thought a lot about people's stories and what they let go in life and the kind of other alternative lives they might have led, and the meaning of the gift for her to give this to me was clearly a powerful thing, and I cherish this very much so. And a few years after she gave me this fiddle, she passed away. I was living still in New England, and I got the call. I knew she'd been sick, and I got the call that she had died, so I flew home to North Carolina for the funeral, and that was actually July 4th weekend, so I had this weird moment of being on a plane. We were flying into Asheville, and I'm looking down and watching a fireworks display from above, which is kind of odd. You usually think about them bursting in the sky, but to see this color happening below you. So I was thinking about my grandmother, this sort of weird light show happening and very surreal quality, and that's what Mountainside is about. In the middle of Mountainside, there's a whole instrumental break, same thing at the end, and that actually features an instrument, this instrument, the charango, which is also from the mountains, but not the mountains of Western North Carolina. These are from the Andes. So the charango, which is actually featured in the Simon and Garfunkel El Condor Pasa, you probably, rather be a hammer than a nail, that song. That's what the charango is. And one of the benefits of having your own workspace studio that we work in is that when you have an idea, you're not on the clock, you're not worried about time and money. So you get an interesting idea, well, you can try it out. So trying to think about sounds that might have done something for this middle section of Mountainside, I just reached around and found this instrument that I'd purchased when I was in California. And I don't really know how to play it, but you can stumble around a little bit and find your chords. And for Mountainside, that kind of thing. Lent a different quality, and I'm always looking for something just a little different, and maybe instead of fiddles and mandolins and banjos, you might expect that for the song Mountainside. I thought, well, another instrument from a different set of mountains, charango.